Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the Utah Jazz facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's going to be the Thunder off the tip. King outside to the paint. Here's Hartenstein, and the shot goes in.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And he makes that one.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And his SGA in the corner. No good from outside. And here's Utah. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Keontae George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
Out to the right wing. Back to King. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Drills the three-pointer.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
In the corner, George with it. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. King outside. Pass to Holmgren. To the wing on the left. Oklahoma City moving it around. That shot, no good. Now George. And George with this stuff.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to George. Clock at 6. It's stolen by SGA. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. King's shot is off. The Jazz trailing. And here is Markkanen. Releases to the middle. Tries from 7. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Left side, George. Outside, Markkanen. Lets it fly. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to King. A three-pointer, no good. Inside. There's the steal. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, that score made possible because of a good read by Jalen Williams. This guy gets better and better as a defender.
Outside, George. It's George on the wing. That one goes. Count it. George has got 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. King with the steal. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. And the rejection by Jackson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 1. And we've got more. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Back to George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 10.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And there's the drive. Right side Jackson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 13.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Bailey. Jackson with the screen. Now here is George. It's George on the wing. And it's George finishing it off.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
King. The Thunder with another miss. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
For the 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Thunder trailing by 8. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Deflects the pass. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some drawback.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Here's George. Fires from 18. And Utah again with the bucket.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
1:12 left in the first half. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 4. There's the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Jalen Williams lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
Outside, Markkanen. At the elbow, it's George. King with the steal. 3-on-3. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
On the wing, Jackson. From outside the arc, it's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
Pass to Holmgren. It's deflected. Outside Jackson. Got it up. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Outside, George. Thunder with the rebound. King with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Markkanen. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the paint. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Thunder. 4-point game. There's the lob to Markkanen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Man, Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Holmgren in the corner. To the inside. It's tipped. Jazz passing it around. Outside Jackson. George with no one around. 6 to shoot. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
King's shot is off. Jazz leading by 6. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Left side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Keontae George proved to be comfortable from the outset in the league. This guy is relentless offensively.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Here's George. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Excellent finish on the inside by Keontae George.
On the wing, Markkanen. Back to George. Three-pointer. He's still on. Now he is 9 of 10.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Shot to stop the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Outside, Markkanen. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Utah.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Thunder trailing by 15. Pass to Holmgren. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Okay, might be young, but that's a grown man finish from Mr. Holmgren. Right on the defense.
The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Jazz leading by 12. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. 27 points for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Markkanen, and he uses the glass on the layup. Markkanen's got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Utah. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Pass to George. Outside, Markkanen. Utah moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Holmgren with the steal. To the middle. And it's SGA in the corner. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein is right there.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? In the corner, George with it. Drills it from outside. George has got 22 points.
Well, rising fire, Keontae George in the catch and shoot.
Inside, Hartenstein. Banked in off the glass.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
George with the bucket.
This is where the length of Keontae George helps, right? Inside, he's so much longer than your typical guard.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
And here is Markkanen. Got it to go off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Hartenstein comes with the double team. Here's Jackson. George fires. And down goes the three.
Yeah, Keontae George, that's part of his arsenal, folks. This guy's such a well-rounded offensive player.
Hartenstein lets loose a three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Utah ball.
Jazz leading by 17. George. And then George with the jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Jazz leading by 19 points. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Jackson. Jacks up a three. And another three for Utah.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard. Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Outside for George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here are the Thunder now, trailing by 19. To the middle. King outside. Fires for three. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Here's Holmgren. To the inside. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jacks up a three. Holmgren rips down the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 17-point game. Outside George. From 12 feet. Yeah, count it. Stolen by Jackson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. See you later.